Ladies and gentlemen of Germany, it's me, NYSEinstein, from the floor of the New York Stock Exchange, or whatever is left of it. Whoa! That was wild and crazy. Market closed down 610 points. Brexit, I'm Brexit out of here. Forget about it. We have some major stuff going on here. We are at a crossroads of some major time in history here. Okay? I've been looking into what are the catalysts behind the referendum that caused this idea for the UK to secede from the EU. Okay? Two different schools of thought. One is the immigration problem. One is the relationship of Germany to China and how that has economic influence over what goes on in the UK. Okay? These are really broad subjects. One's majorly economic, and one is basically political, liberal, and or left-wing, right-wing, or whatever you want to call it. But everyone's been talking about it. That what finds interesting is that if it is about the immigration problem, if it is about the UK saying, what am I to gain by being involved in this group of crazy countries across the pond? There's something separating us. Donald Trump putting up a wall, right? They got the pond. They don't have to worry about that. Okay? So where do we stand here? Okay? What are the economic implications of being involved in a continent where a number of countries have negative interest rates, whose economies have stalled, okay, who have absolutely nothing to offer the UK in any respect? To be perfectly honest, to give you a very naive approach to this whole thing, I never understood with the whole thing about the economic union. In the first place, the sovereignty of each individual European state, including the UK, made a lot of sense to me. I've traveled around the world. They are different in every possible way, economically, currency-wise, or whatnot. UK, the only thing saving grace down the road of this thing is that the British pound maintained its independence over the euro. As far as I'm concerned, what goes on with the euro and the mixed currencies is a living disaster. But why would they let what's going on in Greece and in Poland and in Italy and in Germany and all over Europe, what's going on in the Middle East and how the migration is trickling up in, what's going on terrorist-wise all over the country? I'm going to try and stay apolitical on this whole thing to the best of my ability, because my opinion about all these political questions are not your business, and I have no business lending them into this situation. We're talking markets, we're talking economy. What was interesting about this whole trade was this. Think about how it took way too long for the Fed to make their decision that they made in December about raising rates. They dragged you in, they pulled you out, they let you back. Information, both sides, dissent amongst the ranks. We did not know. Uncertainty and unexpected behavior cause problems in markets. Okay? Same thing here. People tried to stay away from the trade, okay, not knowing whether the EU, they were going to vote to Brexit or to remain, okay? And then, just due to the press, due to the media, due to the economics, due to the polling, they got dragged back in. Because as long as we don't know for a fact what's really going on, and we're showing it's 52-48 one way or the other, we don't really know what's going to end up happening, but people get dragged into a very complicated trade. Whether it's a foreign exchange trade, whether it's a gold trade, whether it's a long equity trade, whether it's investing in emerging markets, whatever the heck it is. If you stayed away from the trade, you let the vote go through, then you are not at risk. But people get dragged into that risk trade. People said they were going to leave last week. That news came out. That was a poll. That was an opinion. Market sold off hard. Then the other guys got dragged back in when they said, no, we've taken another poll and it's 52-48 the other way. It was a complete flippage, even though it was only a 4-point margin of error. And the market rallied 350 points 2 days in a row. And then the actual vote came out, and it was freaking negative. Unexpected results. And this market, Europe, British pound was down 10%. Spiders were down almost 900 points pre-market. The E-mini spiders closed out trading down huge. We opened down about 550 points. We bounced back, kind of a dead cat bounce, bounced back almost half. It was significant. From a trading point of view, it was reasonable. But then, once Europe closed, see, when Europe closes, we get the overflow of what's going on. Often on a normal day, when Europe closes, we see our market pop because that was the overflow of business that couldn't get done in Europe. Well, today, the directionality, and it was important to watch what happened. We were down 550. We ended up going to about down 300. Nice little pop. Once Europe closed, we proceeded to sell off into an abyss. Okay? Meaning that they weren't done selling even though their market was closed. The idea of what's going on over there, nothing couldn't have happened worse than this happening on a Friday, a big Russell rebalance, fear of other countries joining on board. Poland, Greece, Italy's, are these people going to start exiting? Is this going to be, this is going to cause a complete confusion of the Europe's economic activity for a while. Okay, Dave Cameron resigned. Unexpected results. Uncertainty caused markets to go crazy. That's all I got for today, man. We closed down 610 points. We could go way, way, way lower. I don't really know what Monday's going to bring. I'm not going to predict anything. I'm done. I slipped today. I broke 2 ribs. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. Wild, crazy day. Slightly successful for me as a trader. Hard day for everyone across the board. Hard day for the world. Economies. Gold up 60 points. Crazy. Flight to safety. It's always been resilient. I love you all. Later. Goodbye.